Go right ahead.
All right. Hey, before we actually start, I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm going to treat this like it was a 50-minute session that we have to get a good vocal out of, and so we're going to move fast. But things that I wanted to mention is that, one, I'm always going to be doing things that move us forward on Pro Tools rather than the notes that her and I are never even going to talk about. You may catch some of those as we go, if you're looking at the screen. The second thing is, and you will hear this as it goes, it's a very easygoing song, and it's that is something that, because it's an easygoing song, we have to keep the mood very easygoing as well, because there's nothing like a stressed out singer singing easygoing stuff. It just doesn't work. So that being the case, if we were just meeting, we actually just met about 10 minutes ago, but Kelsey, right? Kelsey, what's your last name again? Hilla. All right, come on, let's listen to this song. So this is your band?
Yeah. Well, kind of. We all met here.
Kind of, like you decided not to work with them anymore and they're all fired?
We all love music and we love this song, so we decided to do it in the studio today.
Well, when I heard this song, I thought, man, this is awesome. Tell me the name of the song again.
Nakamura.
Nakamura. All right, well, let's give it a listen. And if we can, I'm going to put your scratch vocal in here, but
Yeah.
just sing along underneath your voice next to me so I can kind of hear what you're doing. Here's from the top. How long ago was this recorded?
Probably about 6 or 7 months ago. I know, my darling, I will follow you into the sunrise under desert sky. We fly, rise together with our hearts upon our sleeves. For all to see, we two will be. I'm going the vast distance between God's heart says with love for you. I love you, I love you, I do love you, I love you, I love you, I do. Now come around, sweet but earth will hold you like the strength you bless. To be true, engage humility. Watch me struggle with your words, however true. For they may be, we'll see in time, opening our hearts and nurturing our minds. Shine, I love you, I love you, I love you, I do love you, I love you, I love you, I do.
So I have a question. I love it, first of all, you sound great. But this, I see this as a pretty long song. This is about, what, 4:40? Something like that? There's, what, do you get any louder in this song? Or are there any parts where, like, dynamically it gets really big?
So,
I can hear you hitting some high notes in this bridge.
this is kind of supposed to be more belted.
Okay, so this part is a bridge, right? Okay. And,
This is a repetition of this,
okay.
but the phrasing is different because she's saying it in a different way. So she's feeling different things when she's saying here than here.
Mhm.
So I phrase things differently here, and then this is basically the same as
Okay, cool. So now I have another question for you. Actually, I don't because I forgot it, but if it's important, it's going to come back to me. So here's what I want to do. I want you to, we're going to do a first run. I'm going to adjust the mic as we go. And then as we're doing that, I'm going to adjust your level, and I'm also going to take some notes. And then after that, we'll just knock out the song as we go. We can either go whole section or full song. I'd like to actually sing the song through 3 times all the way and just one after the other so you're in the group, you know?
Okay.
But in between each one, if I hear something kind of specific, I'm going to mention it to you. Is that cool?
All right. Sounds good.
All right. If it wasn't good, would you tell me, or would you just kind of,
No, I
well, he's new, I should. All right, I'm going to start you about halfway through the intro. You ready?
Mhm.
All right. Tell me if you need anything different in the headphones. Right here.
Hannah, my darling, I will follow you into the sunrise under desert skies. We fly, rise together with our hearts upon our sleeves for all to see. We two will breathe aqua queen, the vast distance between us. Heart sails with love for you. I love you, I love you, I do love you, I love you, I love you, I do. Now come around, sweet red earth will hold you like the strength you bless to me true. Engage humility, watch me struggle with your words, however truthful they may be. We'll see in time, opening our hearts and nurturing our minds to shine. I love you, I love you, I love you, I do love you, I love you, I love you, I do. Oh, it sets our hearts afire, sweet you and I know it set our hearts afire, sweet you and I know it too will pause loving through this night. I know it too will pause. I always love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, I do. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, I do. Hannah, my darling, I will follow you into the sunrise under desert skies. We fly, rise together with our hearts upon our sleeves for all to see. We two will breathe aqua queen, the vast distance between us. Heart sails with love for you. I love you, I love you, I do love you, I love you, I love you, I do. Oh, it set our hearts to fire, sweet you and I know it set our hearts to fire, sweet you and I know it too will pause loving through this life. I know it too will pause. I always love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, I do. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love Yeah.
So that was awesome. Come over here. We're going to talk about the song. So, first thing I want to talk about is, real quick, there seem to be a couple places where you're running out of breath. I mean, these words are rat-a-tat, like it just keeps going. So I think what we need to do is we need to go section by section on this one. I don't want you to sound like you are just like, from the bridge on, it felt like you were trying to catch up with your breath.
Well, the phrasing is really important.
The phrasing is really important, and the words are coming by so quick. I could look over and see you, and it looked like there were some parts where you're really gasping for air. So I want to make sure that we'll go section by section. Thanks. Secondly, check out this. The only place where I felt like pitch-wise it was a little bit weird was the phrase "nurturing our minds" here.
Yeah.
All right, so actually, I put the pencil here. I want you to make the notes the way that you want them to write, because once you're done with that, I'm going to take it up there so you can kind of remind yourself for it. Much too shy. Is that's the line? Yeah, so make sure that you get all the way down, nurturing. That is, actually, I think, yeah. Another thing is, in the bridge, see these sweeps? Oh, it sets our hearts to fire. Sweeps, you and I. Is it sweeps or sweet? Because that one, it sounded like...
I think I said sweet. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You know what? It's your song. You can sing sweet if you want. But
I was singing sweet.
Is it sweeps?
Yeah.
Okay. So make sure that you pronounce that a little bit better. And you know what? There's nothing in the world that says we can't sing what we want. If it makes more sense to you to do that, then it's your choice, whatever you want. I will also say, just make sure that we know what it is when you say it. Watch out for putting an N on the end of this word O. Own it sets. It came out as own it. Instead of oh, it sets our hearts to fire. I noticed on a couple things, this was like here at the end when you're trying to catch your breath, der, de, zer, sky. It's alright if you put a break in between each syllable. I understand it's
syncopated.
Yeah, it's a syncopated thing and it's kind of a feel thing, but you don't have to take a breath in between each one. I think that that's gonna feel a little bit better once we do it section by section. Honey, don't you? Honey, don't. How are you singing that? What did? Oh, honey, don't you? Honey, don't you?
Saying don't you?
Well, here's the only reason that I marked that is because when I wasn't looking at the paper and you sang that line, I wasn't sure what you were singing.
Okay.
So whatever you need to do to make that sound a little better, just do what you can. Last thing, this, considering how many times you say I love you in this song, it doesn't really sound like you're smiling. It doesn't really sound like you're very happy. So this is about Hannah and Nakamura, whatever Nakamura is. But if you smile, you'll be able to hear that in the vocal. You'll really be able to hear it. So just smile when you sing it. But man, everything is awesome. You sound terrific. Let's take that up. Here's a piece of tape for you. And here's a tape for me to mark where you are standing so we stay at the exact same distance from that mic each tape. We're doing pretty good. I think we got a lot of notes. And where do you normally stand when you sing? No.
So should I just take this in and
Oh.
stand or something?
Yeah, here, I'll grab one. Where are you from?
I'm from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh? That pains me because I'm a Browns fan. No one that sings as well as you should be from Pittsburgh. Are you a Browns fan?
I don't.
You're not a
I don't associate with
Yeah, that's all.
football.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, just glance over at it if you need it. But,
Yeah.
you made, yeah. All right, well, let's get the first two sections.
Thank you.
Yeah? I'm going to give you the full intro so you can get into it,
Yeah.
all right? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want any reverb?
It doesn't matter to me actually.
There's a little in. Here it comes.
And now, my darling, I will follow you into the sun. Rise under desert sky, we fly. Rise together with our hearts upon our sleeves. For all to see, we two will breathe. Aqua Queen, the vast distance between us, heart sails with love for you. I love you, I love you, I do love you, I love you, I love you, I do. Now come.
Let's get that much again. I can already tell you're smiling more.
I will.
I know. Have you noticed that the tone got a little brighter?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're happy. Like you
Sounds
haven't
like
been
I
dating
like
this
you,
person
huh?
for 10 years, and you're just like, I wish they would have something other than corned beef hash for breakfast. Here it comes from the top again. Keep smiling, keep shining. There it goes.
And now, my darling, I will follow you into the sun. Rise under desert skies, we fly. Rise together with our hearts upon our sleeves. For all to see, we two will breathe. Aqua Queen, the vast distance between us, heart sails with love for you. I love you, I love you, I do love you, I love you, I love you, I do. Now come.
That is terrific. Let's go one more time. I'm going to start you halfway through the intro this time, okay? And watch your timing on the last love you. Don't anticipate it.
Okay.
All right? Sound great.
Thanks.
Keep smiling. Here it comes.
And now, my darling, I will follow you into the sun. Rise under desert skies, we fly. Rise together with our hearts upon our sleeves. For all to see, we two will breathe. Aqua Queen, the vast distance between us, heart sails with love for you. I love you, I love you, I do love you, I love you, I love you, I do.
Oh, sorry. I tried to get to the keep going. That was terrific. No problem. I can't expect you to see through all that stuff I stuck in front of you. Keep singing. I'm going to start you right after that. Keep going.
I do love you.
Here comes verse 2.
I love you, I love you, I do. Now come around, sweet red earth will hold you like the strength you bless. To me true, we engage humility. Watch me struggle with your words, however truthful they may be. We'll see in time, opening our hearts and nurturing our minds to shine. I love you, I love you, I love you, I do love you, I love you, I love you, I do. Oh,
That is awesome. Let's get another one of those. Hey, I love that sweep. And you remember the part where you're singing "Love You, Love You"? You did a really slow kind of sweep up to the note. What is that part again? Love you.
love you, I love
Yeah. Oh man, that's terrific. Is that the only time in this song that you do that?
Well, on that part, but then whenever I do hallelujah, you know it's at our hearts. Whenever I do sweeps, you and I.
I like the slow one. You know what? We'll remember how much we like that and we'll throw it in at the end as well.
Okay.
Hey, here's middle of the chorus going into verse 2. Let's grab the second one of these. You know where we're at?
Yeah. Love you, I love you, I love you,
Right here.
do. Now come around. Can we start that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Luckily, no one will ever hear our mistakes. Here comes.
Love you, I love you,
Here it comes.
I love you, I do. Now come around, sweet red earth will hold you like the strength you bless. To me true, engage humility. Watch me struggle with your words, however truthful they may be. We'll see in time, opening our hearts and nurturing our minds to shine. I love you, I love you, I love you, I do love you, I love you, I love you, I do.
Grab a sip of water. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the next track up, ready to go. And this time, by the way, that track was terrific.
Thank you.
I loved a lot of it. The only word that I don't feel we're getting is the word engage. It feels like the beginning of that word is getting lost a little bit, you know? You want to hear it a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ability. Watch me struggle with your words, however truthful.
Oh, I missed it.
Bless to me true, engage humility.
Be true, engage. I'm just hearing the gauge. To engage humility. So make sure that we get an engage, right? And engage. So let's try that again. This time around, by the way, if we get that word engage, I'm just going to keep on going and then you just keep going into the bridge.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you smiling?
Yeah.
All right.
I love you, I love you.
Right here.
I do. Now come around, sweet red earth will hold you like the strength you bless. To me true, we engage humility.
Sounds a little too proper. Smooth it out.
That was too much.
Yeah. I'm going to start at the beginning of that verse and just keep singing.
Now come around, sweet red earth will hold you like the strength you bless. To me true, we engage humility. Watch me struggle with your words, however truthful they may be. We'll see in time, opening our hearts and nurturing our minds to shine. I love you.
Smile.
Love you, I love you, I do love you, I love you, I love you, I do. Oh, it set our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Hallelujah, no, it set
Hold on. But you don't have to say cha, don't cha, but like make sure that there's a little something in there so it doesn't sound like honey no ya, honey don't. You can make them really light if you want, but there should be a consonant at the beginning of those. Sing that line with just a cappella right there. At the,
honey don't you know it's
even more relaxed. Honey don't ya. You don't even have to put the cha. Honey don't ya. Like honey don't ya, honey don't ya. Ja. Try that. Honey don't ya, honey don't ya. Just like the tiniest bit. That's all we need to make it sound not like that. When they hear that consonant, they'll think honey don't ya.
okay.
Honey don't ya, honey don't ya.
Honey don't you?
Yeah, that was good. The second one.
The J.
Yeah.
Honey don't you?
Yeah. That's all you need in order to make that feel good. All right, let's punch in at the bridge. Here it comes.
Love you, I love you, I
Here it comes.
love
2,
you,
3, yeah.
Oh, it sets our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know it sets our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know it too? We're Paul's loving through this night. Honey, don't you know it too? We're Paul's always. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, I do. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, I do.
Hey, that was terrific. When we get to the part the love you, the first note, just pulling a tiny bit sharp.
Okay.
The rest of it was terrific, except for the honey don't ya. It still sounds very, I don't know, like polite. Honey don't ya is better than honey don't ya. Honey don't ya. Ja, try it. Honey don't ya.
Honey, don't you?
Nothing wrong with that. Let's grab a couple of those. And hey, you know what? Because we have so much good in the bridge, let's keep going after that, okay? Here's right before the bridge.
Love you, I love you, I
Here it comes.
love you, I do. Oh, it sets our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know it sets
Don't
our
ya?
hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know it too? We'll pause loving through this life. Honey, don't you know it too? We'll pause always. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, I do. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, I do. Oh,
No, grab a glass of water. Grab a drink of water. I will do the same. Man, all this singing sure is making me tired. How are you feeling, Kelsey?
I feel good.
You good? Well, you're sounding great.
I think Definitely that pronunciation helps. Did I get it on most of them?
You know what? You got it on 2 of them. But the thing is, the wonderful thing about modern technology is that on that one, we only need it once, and when you are strapped for time like we are, we are good. So trust me, it sounds terrific. It sounds great. All right. Hey, let's get a couple. You know what? Because we don't have that much time. Why don't you come over here? We're just going to work on this beginning part that you just did. Okay? You tired of standing?
No, it's okay.
So this, I made some notes of what I thought were your great ones. You know what? This is what I thought it was. Whoops.
Hannah, my darling.
That was like number 3 was awesome. Here.
I will follow you into the sunrise under desert skies we fly.
And then, you see how I'm doing this? I put so what I did is I wrote a number I usually just write a plain number anywhere that I feel is something that the expression is awesome, but I can tune it if it's a little bit out. And the ones that are, have this little bracket on the side of them, that means it is so awesome that I don't have to do anything to it. So, and everyone has their own terminology. Everyone does, you'll figure out your own markings. But what I like to do is I like to have the artist come with lyrics. That way, I don't have to type them out. We can get straight to work, and we can just start doing our things. So,
Rise together with our hearts upon.
So this one I had 3 still going, except for the word hour from 2.
Rise together with our hearts upon.
And that's one. With our hearts.
Rise together with our hearts. Rise.
And then you know what? I'm going to pull it out to hearts because the hearts was just a little bit sharp. Let's see.
Together with our hearts upon us.
Now, what I'm going for is mostly like interpretation. If there's little pitch things, normally we would kind of run towards those and attack them. But when you have a limited amount of time, you have to do what you can.
With love for you.
Okay, so this one I have 3 even more. Man, 3 must have been a good one. That was the last one you did. Okay.
With love for you, I love you, I love you.
And by the way, you're the singer, so if there's anything that you hear that you just cannot live with, you tell me, because what I will normally do is I will just take something and I will, when I'm done with this, I'm gonna polish it. I'm gonna tune things that need to be tuned, and that kind of thing. So if there's anything that you hear that you don't like, you tell me right away.
I definitely agree that the third one felt the best to me, just like all around.
Okay.
So if you take the most from 3, I think I would agree with you.
Yeah, that's what it seems like on here, except for the second verse.
Okay.
The second verse seems to be a lot of 2. So what I'm going to do is,
Now come arise,
let's just see what this is.
now come arise.
It's better.
Sweet red earth will hold you like the strength you blessed.
That's all awesome. Let's keep going.
To be true, we engage humility. Watch me struggle with
Let's start
your
with
words,
this one.
however.
With your words.
Watch me struggle with your words, however.
Let's see if we have words with a D.
Struggle with your words, help me. Struggle with your words, help me.
There's one, but it's loud.
Struggle with your words, help me.
That one will work.
Struggle with your words, help me. Your words, help me.
Let's use that one. Right? Whatever, Mark, whatever. Just keep pushing buttons.
Go with your words, however.
So, let's see.
They may be, we'll see in time, opening our hearts and nurturing. I didn't like the opening on that.
Yeah.
In time, opening our
Let's see what else we got.
opening our hearts and opening our hearts
Yeah.
and hearts. Time, opening our hearts and nurturing. Opening our hearts and nurturing our minds to.
Let's go from here and let's see what the our mind sounds like on 3.
Bring our minds to shine. I love you.
And that's me telling you to smile.
Shine. I love you.
That is so sweet. I feel like you're singing just to me. Yeah.
Love you. I love you. I do love you. I love you. I love.
That was terrific. I'm just curious if we have one. Look at your timing on these. You're so good. Yeah, but this one hits a little bit later.
I love you. I love you. I do.
You hear how that love comes a little bit closer to the beat, but it doesn't have the same intensity.
Yeah.
So this might be an edit.
I love you. I love you.
Listen to this one again.
I love you. I love you.
Yeah.
I love you. I do.
That is good.
Oh, it sets our hearts to fire.
So on this one-
Sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know it sets our hearts to fire? Sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know it's who impulse loving through this light? Honey, don't you know?
That one was a little proper. Here's the second one was the best one out of all of those.
And I, honey, don't you know? Honey, don't you?
So,
Oh, it
Was
sets
that the
our
second
hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know? Honey, don't you? This light, honey, don't you know?
let me just check the ear.
Honey, don't you know? Honey, don't you know?
Second one feels like the
Honey, don't you?
hold on.
And I, honey, don't you know?
So let's just,
Fire sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know it says our impulse loving through this light? Honey, don't you know?
so,
Night, honey, don't you know? Honey, don't you know it says honey, don't you?
too much.
Honey, don't you know?
Well, that is the best feeling when we can finesse it later.
Yeah.
Let's, what time are we at? 5:53, so. Here's what,
Honey, don't you know it's right? Honey, don't you know it's who impulse out?
and I had 2 for the rest of it.
Honey, don't you know it's who impulse always?
Woo.
Honey, don't you?
Yeah, you know what? It's awesome though. Maybe we should use that.
Light, honey, don't you know it's who impulse? Light, honey, don't you?
A little too different. you know what? That energy is terrific. If we we have a little bit of time. Do you remember this energy, this feeling that you had to the bridge? Well, let's punch the bridge again. Let's go over there and let's save that energy. This will be good because the song emotionally is very level.
Yeah.
And so if we really push on the bridge is where the band goes a little bit more out anyway, so we'll have some more energy. All right. I'm going to start you halfway through the second chorus. This is going into the bridge. You ready?
Yeah. Love you, I love you, I love you.
Energy, here comes.
Oh, it sets our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know it sets our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know we two will pause loving.
Can you believe I didn't go in to record? That was so good. Where did it go? Oh man. Let's do it again.
Happens to everyone.
Yeah, happens to everybody.
It's all right. I clipped that one part anyway.
Oh, we're out of time. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, here it comes. Here it comes.
Love you, I love you, I love you, I do. Oh, it sets our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know it sets our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know we two will pause loving through this life. Honey, don't you know we two will pause always. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, I do. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, I do.
Same thing. Here it comes.
Love you, I love you, I love you, I do.
Energy.
Oh, it sets our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. What?
All right. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, here's another thing. Don't come in totally gangbusters on the beginning of the bridge.
Yeah.
You'll let it build.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, by the second, honey, don't you?
Yeah.
And remember the don't ya. Oh, honey, don't ya? You don't need much there, but you need something. Here it comes. You ready?
Yeah. I love you, I love you, I
Here it is.
do. Oh, it sets our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know it sets our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know we two will pause loving through this life. Honey, don't you know we two will pause always. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah.
We're gonna punch in on these love yous and smile every time you sing love you. Here it comes.
Honey, don't you know we two will pause
Here it comes.
always. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, I do. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, I do.
So we definitely have enough in those 2 takes to cut an energy bridge. That sounds terrific. Here's what I want to do, just so we have it. Sing from there, and let's sing to the end so we have a complete take of 1. Let's just finish it out. All right?
Yep.
Here's halfway through. Actually, I'll count you into verse 3.
Love you, yeah, 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 yeah.
1, 2, 4, 5.
Hannah, my darling, I will follow you into the sunrise under desert skies. We fly, rise together with our hearts upon our sleeves for all to see. We two will breathe aqua queen, the vast distance between us. Heart sails with love for you. I love you. I love you. I do love you. I love you. I love you. I do. Oh, it sets our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know it sets our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know we two will pause loving through this life. Honey, don't you know we two will pause always. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, I do. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, yeah, 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 yeah. Love you, I do. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Let's get the last one.
Yeah, yeah.
Last two.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Last thing, we're going into the middle of bridge 2. This is We Two Will Breathe, Aqua Queen, the vast distance between us. We're going to get Heart Sails with Love. You know what that is? Here it comes.
No, it sets our hearts to fire, sweeps you and I. Honey, don't you know we two will pause loving through this life.
I punched into the wrong part. Here. Here it comes.
We fly, rise together with our hearts upon our sleeves for all to see. We two will breathe aqua queen, the vast distance between us.
Right there, vast distance. Here, get a little closer.
Our sleeves for all to see. We two will breathe aqua queen, the vast distance between us. I'm just not hearing it.
What is the melody there? Aqua distance, the vast distance.
All
Let's listen.
we'll breathe aqua queen, the vast distance.
Aqua Queen, the vast distance.
Yeah.
Vast distance between us. Heart, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get it. Do do do, vast distance. Here it comes.
Our sleeves for all to see. We two will breathe aqua queen, the vast distance between.
Vast distance, vast distance. We'll get it. Do 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 do. Kelsey is from Pittsburgh.
Our sleeves
We're aiming for that.
all to see. We two will breathe aqua queen, the vast distance between us. Heart sail.
That's all we need. That's all we need. That's plenty for a song. Straight up a vocal section that you'll see in a commercial studio. That's pretty much it. I wanted to mention that when there's an artist singing her own song, it's 75% her and at the most 25% your suggestions. If you have to give more than that, then they're not ready, or you're talking too much. But if it's your thing, like let's say it's your piece and you have a hired gun that you want to come in and sing something, sing a certain part, then the ratios are opposite. It's your input about 75%, and then they can kind of help you interpret it a certain way. But at the end, whoever's the artist, they know what they want, or they know how they should sound. So you should always kind of work for the artist, whether it's yourself or whether it's Kelsey. So, all right, that's it, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.